Growth is painful. Change is painful. But nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you don't belong. Andy Hale. Don't go through life, grow through life. Eric Butterworth. We can't become what we need to be by remaining what we are. Oprah Winfrey. The only way to grow is to challenge yourself. Ashley Tisdale. Be not afraid of growing slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. Chinese proverb. Emotional growth is the process of becoming comfortable with being uncomfortable. Anonymous. The strongest people are not those who show strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. Anonymous. You cannot grow emotionally without discomfort. Growth demands vulnerability. Bren Brown. Every experience, no matter how bad it seems, holds within it a blessing of some kind. Buddha. Pain is the fuel for emotional growth. Anonymous. Once you stop learning, you start dying. Albert Einstein. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. Plutarch. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Aristotle. Growth begins when we begin to accept our own weakness. Jean Vanier. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Benjamin Franklin. You will not grow if you sit in a beautiful garden, but you will grow if you are sick, if you are in pain. Carl Jung. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Rumi. Spiritual growth requires the surrender of ego. Eckhart Tolle. As you grow spiritually, you learn to see life as it is, not as you want it to be. Thich Nhat Hanh. Within you is the light of 1,000 suns. Robert Adams. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. Zig Ziglar. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Albert Einstein. Growth and comfort do not coexist. Ginny Rometty. If you want to grow, you need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Anonymous. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Ariana Huffington. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life. J.K. Rowling. You learn more from failure than from success. Anonymous. Every adversity carries with it the seed of equal or greater benefit. Napoleon Hill. The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must, and survived. Robert Jordan. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Jim Rohn. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. The moment you're ready to quit is usually the moment right before the miracle happens. Anonymous. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. Marian Radmacher. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Aristotle. The real voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes. Marcel Proust. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. Friedrich Nietzsche. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. Change is inevitable. Growth is optional. John C. Maxwell. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. George Bernard Shaw. Your past is just a story, and once you realize this, it has no power over you. Chuck Palahniuk. To improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. Winston Churchill. Transformation is a process, and as life happens, there are tons of ups and downs. It's a journey of discovery. Rick Warren. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Norman Vincent Peale. What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Zig Ziglar. Dream big and dare to fail. Norman Vaughn. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. C.S. Lewis.